One of the questions I have been getting asked the most recently has been regarding the health status of first round rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall. Obviously, we know he's been out of practice for about a week or so. He went down with a shoulder injury, and it's his third injury since being drafted by the San Francisco 49ers, which is feeling like some unfortunate injury luck because when you looked at him in college, he played for 5 seasons and didn't miss a game, and he's already missed his first preseason game. So I'm going to go ahead and chalk it up to a little bit bad luck. I know everyone's just ready to tag him with being injury prone, but that's up to you to decide. Now, in regards to when he will be back, we kind of got some answers on that. Kyle Shanahan joined KMBR and went on with Tolbert and Copes and provided kind of the first update that we've gone on his health status and timetable for return. So take a listen right here as Kyle Shanahan explains what the process has been for Ricky Pearsall getting back and when he believes Ricky Pearsall will get back on the field is a little bit sooner than later. So that's positive. So take a listen right here.
All right, let's get to the players. We hit on Ayuk, but I want to ask you about a different receiver who hasn't practiced much because of injuries, Ricky Pearsall. I'm curious we might, or when we, I don't really care, but you might expect him back, and how much this impacts a rookie not being able to get those reps in camp.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's a big impact. I mean, for any player, especially rookies,
Yeah.
and rookies that you want to play early. It takes a while to get used to this game and the way things are done, the speed of it, just the different coverages, all those looks, and really our offense too. But it's nothing against Ricky. He's had some unfortunate deals coming in with a hamstring and then hurting his shoulder here in practice. So he's doing everything he can to get back. He needs the reps, needs to practice, just like all those guys do. And Ricky, we got to hold back from himself. He tries to go out there regardless of how hurt he is, but we got to make sure he doesn't come out and get re-hurt. So we're trying to get it as solid as it can, and hopefully we'll get him in here next week.
Now, we keep hearing the 49ers talk about Ricky Pearsall like this. They keep saying that they have to save him from himself. He's been characterized as a worker, as a guy who's going to grind and, play through pain and injuries and things like that. So they are kind of in a mode, and they've said this multiple times, where they have to kind of bring him back. They've got to rein him in a little bit from going a little too hard. But as you heard from Kyle Shanahan, the positive news is that although they are being careful with him, it does sound like he could return next week. So it wasn't like an official he's back next week. It's kind of, well, let's get through this preseason game against the Saints and put Ricky through whatever tests we need to put him through to see if he can be back. So the positive thing about that is it does sound like, as long as Ricky Pearsall is able to practice that week leading up to the final preseason game, that we could see him in some preseason action. And I think you want to see that, especially for a rookie, to be able to go through the motions of getting ready for an NFL game. Because as we know, he didn't even travel with the team to Tennessee. So he hasn't even gone through a pregame warmup. He hasn't even seen what an NFL pregame warm up is. He'll see that this week with the home game against the Saints. But getting him into that mode, getting him into that process, being able to feel, the fans, the stadium, the anticipation of getting ready for a game. I think that's huge before the season begins. And, with Ricky, he's been fighting. He's been fighting to get on the field. And unfortunately, he's gone through multiple things that has kept him off of it. So the positive news is it does sound like he's about a week away from returning. That means he'll likely play in the final preseason game, which is a good thing, which will, if you obviously haven't been to training camp, that will be your first time being able to see the first round draft pick that the San Francisco 49ers have selected. So good news, I guess. Obviously I know everyone doesn't want to see Ricky go down in the first place, which is valid. But we just want to be able to make sure he's ready to go for the regular season. And it sounds like, by all accounts, at least according to Kyle Shanahan, that he is on track to be able to do so. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think he should play in the final preseason game? Do you think you should put him on the shelf until the regular season begins? What do you guys think about this whole situation with Ricky Pearsall? Do you think he is injury prone or just having a little bit of bad luck to start his NFL career? Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.